Right now, somewhere out there, someone is thinking of you so hard it actually hurts their heart. And deep down, you already feel it, don't you? That small flutter, that quiet ache, that feeling that something is shifting, even if nothing around you has changed yet. Dear one, I promise you, this message did not land in front of you by accident. It found you tonight because it was always meant for you. Before we go any further, I want you to feel connected to this moment. So if any part of what I just said feels true in your chest right now, type, "I receive this" in the comments below. Let it be your way of saying, "I feel this, I am here, I am ready to receive it." Dear one, today I bring you a message that speaks straight to your heart. The love that was written for you is tired of the distance that still stands between you. The person who was born to walk beside you can no longer carry the weight of being far from you. Something powerful, something almost impossible to hold back, has been lit inside this soul. As if a higher force reached down and woke up a desire that cannot be quieted, this soul felt a pull to change everything. To walk away from a life that was never leading toward you. Your soulmate felt a calling that could not be ignored, a force that pulled them out of a dark place where they had been quietly hiding for far too long. It was as if the universe breathed a new breath into their chest and whispered, "Go now, go and find your truth." And they listened, with tears in their eyes and a longing to reach you that they could no longer push down. They walked away from paths that no longer made sense, cut ties that were only holding them back, and turned their back on everything that stood in the way of this love. This was not running away. This was freedom. Moved by the love that flows quietly between the two of you, this soul decided to begin again. Not for themselves alone, but because their heart was crying out for you, and there was no longer any way to resist something this deep, this true, this eternal. Welcome to the Angel's Message for You original channel. Please check the channel name carefully. It's Angel's Message for You. This is our only official channel. Beware of copycat and fake channels. Stay connected to the original source to receive authentic angel messages and true blessings. A very special thank you to Elaine and Freddie for sowing your seed for Soulmate here through Ko-Fi link. Super thanks. May this seed return to you multiplied with soulmate blessings, divine protection, love, well-being, and abundance. May the angels guide and watch over you always. Thank you for your beautiful support. Blessings always. This soul understood that staying on the same path would mean closing the door on everything that was being prepared for the both of you. So with courage and with faith, they chose to leave behind a life that no longer fit, hoping to move closer to the meeting that has been quietly promised for a long time now. It was not an easy choice. Letting go of a story filled with memories and familiar things is never simple. But the heart of this person started speaking louder than fear, pulling them away from everything that once kept true love at a distance. There is no more room for doubt now. The decision has been made with a steady kind of determination to release everything that was weakening their faith and slowing their steps toward you. What was lived until now did not lead this soul into your arms, and that is exactly why a different path had to be chosen. This person is starting over, and every step from here on will be guided by a deep longing to live out the plan that was written for this love. They are leaving behind places where their spirit could not breathe freely, connections that never let this love grow, habits and routines that brought no real peace, so that something new finally has room to be born. All of this because their heart beats for you. It is a hard decision, but one that is full of love and honesty. Maybe you have not fully realized how much this distance has hurt this soul too. But something new is beginning to take shape now. This person can no longer bear to live apart from what truly matters to them. Touched by something they cannot explain, They understood it was time to release what does not build this love and move toward what actually makes sense. This choice is like closing one door quietly, so a bigger, clearer, more meaningful door can finally open. This is not an escape. It is a response. It is the courage to follow the whisper that has been living in their heart. It is faith in motion. It is real surrender. By releasing everything that was not adding to their life, this person is opening themselves up to something with lasting value. A new chapter is beginning, one where love can grow with a strength that feels bigger than either of you. It has already been decided that now is the time for this love to come alive. And when something this big is set into motion, everything around it responds. The noise fades. The waiting softens. Nothing stays the same. What felt like a long, quiet season was actually preparation the whole time. What felt like silence was simply the sound of something being made ready behind the scenes. Now everything is moving. Locked doors are opening. Old walls are coming down. Old wounds are healing. Everything is bending toward what was always meant to be. This love is not random, and it is not a passing feeling. It is a purpose that was written a long time ago, shaped quietly through every part of life until the right moment finally arrived. And dear one, that moment is now. Your soulmate feels this calling burning from the inside. It is more than simple desire. It is an urgency, a pull stronger than logic, stronger than fear, stronger than any excuse either of you could come up with. Nothing can hold back something that has already been decided deep within. This heart does not just want you, it knows you. It knows it cannot stay away any longer. It knows there is something important still to be lived. It knows somehow that you are home. Dear one, what is coming will not be small or quiet. It will be big, real, and true. Not because it will look perfect to everyone watching, but because it will be honest from the heart. This love carries meaning. It heals. It changes people for the better. It lifts them up. That is why everything around it has started to move. Something has shifted and you can feel it. You are probably already feeling it. Something has changed in the air, in the pace of your days, in the quiet thoughts that visit you before sleep, in the dreams you cannot quite explain. There is a certainty rising inside this person that says, this is the right path. Every change, every act of letting go, every step is being taken so this love, born from something deeper than either of you, can finally come to life. And nothing can stop that from happening. A long, tiring season is quietly coming to an end as your soulmate walks away from everything that never brought real peace or real meaning. What once looked important now looks like a distraction. Clarity has arrived, and with it, the calm certainty that the only path worth walking is the one that leads to you. Nothing else can hold their attention now. Nothing else can confuse them. The truth has become so clear that it can no longer be ignored. Dear one, understand how much this moment matters. It took a lot for this person to face their own limits and finally see what truly matters, what was always meant to be, from the very start. There is no more room now for what drains them, delays them, or misleads them. A real transformation has begun, and nothing can stop the direction it is taking. This person realized they had to step away from things that once felt safe but were quietly pulling them further from their real purpose. The things that once kept this love at a distance are falling away, one at a time. The path is being cleared, made ready to be walked with courage and openness. And just as this soul is being renewed, you are being invited to align with what is being born too. The love that is coming near is not just any love. It is a love that has been tested, shaped with patience, and grounded in real faith. Everything is being carefully repositioned so that, at the right time, this can be lived out fully. The distance that once existed was only ever a necessary part of the road, not the ending. What is arriving now is a new chapter, one where the weight of the past no longer has any hold over you. The connection between you is quietly being restored, grounded in something real and true. This person has discovered that life without you loses its color, and that is why they are determined to release everything that once kept this love from blooming. There is no turning back now. This choice was made with a heart that finally woke up. Where there was confusion, there is now clarity. Where there was resistance, there is now surrender. Real love has that kind of power. Transforms, it heals, and it reveals what matters most. In this moment, this soul knows they cannot wait any longer. Yesterday holds no power over them anymore. Today is being rewritten, and tomorrow is unfolding like a path lit from within. Dear one, this decision has been made with certainty, and nothing will interrupt what is unfolding now. This person no longer belongs to what they left behind. Every step forward is a final break from illusion, from everything that only delayed this reunion with something real. The heaviness has lifted, and now their heart beats with one clear truth. It is by your side that they will finally find the peace they have been searching for. Once someone discovers their real path, doubt no longer holds them. This soul knows that time can no longer be wasted on things that never brought true happiness. What once felt important has lost its shine compared to what really matters now. Distractions have lost their grip. They no longer pull the gaze away. There is a quiet voice inside pushing this journey forward, closer and closer to you. Dear one, there is a quiet movement happening above, arranging everything around you. Things are being watched over and guided. Obstacles are clearing. Roads are opening. Everything is aligning for a meeting that can no longer be delayed. This soul is being led by a real desire to change, because they finally understand that without you, nothing else makes sense. And when the heart truly leads, nothing can stop what has already begun. For a long time, this person tried to fit into places where their spirit simply did not belong. They adjusted themselves to fit situations that never reflected who they really were. But now their eyes are open. What was once accepted out of fear of change has become impossible to keep living with. What once felt safe now feels like a kind of prison that can no longer be tolerated. Freedom is happening now, driven by one simple truth: the longing to finally be exactly where they belong. The waiting is slowly turning into action. Words are no longer enough. Every decision now has one purpose: to close the distance between you. This soul can no longer ignore the voice calling out from within. Can you feel it too? That shift in the air, that quiet energy pulling closer everything that once felt out of reach. It is reality lining up with something unseen but real. This person is not just wishing for change anymore. They are living it in every choice, every thought, every quiet moment. When someone finds their real direction, nothing can stop them. The heart of this soul is already beating in the same rhythm as yours. Even while you are still physically apart, there is an invisible connection growing stronger every single day. It was always there, but now it is becoming impossible to ignore. That is why everything that felt false is being left behind, making space for what has always belonged to both of you. Dear one, something bigger than either of you is guiding this. It is not impulse, and it is not emptiness. It is a deep, steady, final kind of shift. This soul has realized that without you, something will always feel incomplete. That is why they are choosing, with clear eyes, to walk away from anything standing in the way of this reunion. Their thoughts are clear now, free from confusion and outside noise. The path is visible, and even where challenges remain, their heart already knows the way. Dear soul, before we continue, I'd like to invite you to do something truly meaningful for your soulmate journey. The bond between soulmates is precious, and at times, it can feel vulnerable to negativity, envy, or the evil eye from the world around us, even when no harm is intended. If your heart is calling you to cover this connection with an extra layer of love, faith, and protection, you can sow your seed for your soulmate through Ko-Fi Super Thanks. You'll find the Ko-Fi link in the video description and the pinned comment. This simple act can become a heartfelt expression of your intention, inviting the angels to watch over your soulmate connection, surround it with divine light, and guide it as it continues to grow in the right time and in the right way. If you feel led to do so, thank you from the bottom of my heart. May your kindness return to you multiplied, and may your soulmate journey be filled with peace, hope, and divine guidance. Let's continue with the angel message. Every act of letting go is really an act of love. Every step is a quiet, willing surrender to something greater than themselves. The winds are changing. The past no longer has power over the present. The mistakes that once caused distance now serve as ground to grow from. What once caused detours is now just a memory with no more influence. This person no longer looks back. Their eyes are set on what is ahead, and in that future you are there. Certainty has replaced doubt. Nothing will be the same again because awareness has arrived, and once awareness truly arrives, there is no going back to who you were before it. This decision came from the deepest part of the soul, and what is born there cannot be shaken by anything from the outside. This transformation is real. Even if your eyes have not seen proof of it yet, your heart already senses it happening. There is movement happening quietly, a force lining everything up so this meeting can unfold exactly as it is meant to, at exactly the right time. You can rest in that certainty. None of this is happening by chance. Everything is being shaped so that when the moment comes, there will be no room left for doubt. Everything will feel clear. Everything will feel right. And when that moment arrives, you will realize it was being prepared the whole time. The changes will keep revealing themselves. With each new day, this person moves closer to becoming who they were always meant to be. What is old is being left behind. There is no longer any reason to carry what does not belong in this new chapter. This letting go is necessary, so love can finally be lived in its fullness. Dear one, this love is not walking toward you slowly. It is running. Running with the full strength of someone who finally knows exactly where they belong. Running with a light heart because they understand that real happiness can only exist with you in it. This change did not come from outside pressure. It came from within, and what is born from the heart cannot simply be erased. The bond between you was never built by time alone. It was shaped by something eternal, and now that eternal thread is making room for a new beginning. Nothing can undo what has already been sealed in a deeper place. This person feels it in every heartbeat, and that is why they are letting go of everything that adds nothing, everything that no longer builds them up. The journey is only beginning. Every new step moves in your direction. Every decision is a quiet reminder that this story is already being written, even before it fully shows itself. Very soon, you will see with your own eyes what your heart has known all along. Inside this person, there is a certainty that can no longer be pushed aside. What was once doubt has turned into clear vision. Nothing can replace what exists between the two of you, and that is why there is no turning back. Each step forward is a conscious release of what no longer makes sense. This person is letting go of everything that distracted them from what truly matters. There is a natural shedding taking place of everything that no longer feeds the spirit. The inner pull has grown stronger, impossible now to ignore. As the days pass, this soul finds more strength. What once caused confusion is now met with patience and understanding. What once felt hard to release no longer holds any power. The heart has made its choice, and once a soul chooses truth, nothing can stop that movement. Time is working in favor of this coming together. Everything is aligning with quiet wisdom. There is no need to rush, only the peace of someone who knows that everything happens exactly when it is meant to. The connection between you was never broken. If anything, it feels more alive now than ever. Maybe you can already feel this quiet shift, this steady hope that touches your days. Real love always finds a way to show itself, and that is exactly what is happening right now. What once felt distant is slowly becoming possible. This person feels it deeply and follows that feeling with courage. Their heart beats with more intensity now. A new kind of light is guiding every step. That light was once hidden under doubt and noise, but now it shines clearly. The answers are no longer being searched for outside, because they have always lived within. Nothing can stop what is unfolding now. This change is real, deep, and permanent. This soul is going through a powerful awakening, where everything is finally starting to make sense. With this clarity, every new choice is made with more conviction. Even if your eyes cannot see it yet, your heart already senses how close this is. Every heartbeat carries the certainty that this reunion is getting closer. What once created distance is now leading the way back. What used to feel like doubt has turned into steady certainty. As this change unfolds, everything that does not support this coming together is being released. The choices being made are mature ones, guided by a real desire to live this love honestly and fully. Commitment is growing stronger with every passing moment. The walls that once felt impossible to move past are now falling away, one by one. What once felt like an obstacle is now becoming wisdom that guides the next step. The path is clear, and this person moves forward with more confidence, because there is really no other choice now but to follow what their heart is calling for. It feels as if everything, in its own quiet way, is working together to bring this connection to life at the right time, with the depth it deserves. Nothing can stop what is being led by a love this honest, a love that was made to last. This soul surrenders to the process with full trust. As the days pass, courage rises inside this person. What once felt hard now feels natural. The doubts are gone, replaced with a quiet certainty that warms the heart. The answer has arrived, and it can no longer be denied. This change is not random. Something was gently awakened deep inside the soul, an invisible touch that caused everything to realign. That is why this person is giving themselves fully to this new chapter. The desire to live this truth is what keeps them moving. The connection between you keeps growing gentler and stronger. Distance no longer holds the power it once did. What remains now is simply the desire to keep moving forward, to live out everything that was always meant for this love. That certainty grows quietly, day by day. The soul's heart is ready. Their mind is aligned. Every step is taken with real conviction. The story has already started revealing itself, even if it has not fully shown itself to you yet. And with every passing moment, things draw a little closer. What is coming will be bigger than anything either of you has experienced before. This person knows it, and that is why they keep leaving behind anything that does not belong in this new chapter. No distraction holds power over them anymore. The decision has been made, and this path is being fulfilled. You can trust what you are feeling. There is something moving inside you too, isn't there? That quiet presence, that steady hope, growing a little more every day. Your love is coming, opening into something new, transforming everything necessary so this story can unfold exactly as it was meant to. Every step moves in your direction. There are no more detours, no more hesitation. The path is clear now, and this person is coming, steady, moved by love, and guided by real faith. Nothing will be able to interrupt a journey that has already begun. With steady steps, this soul keeps releasing what no longer helps the journey. Every choice is made with awareness, guided by a conviction that will not be shaken. This path has one destination, and that destination is you. What was once a quiet longing has become a living urgency, pulsing with every heartbeat. This change is not only happening inside, it is reshaping everything around it too. The bond between you, which never truly broke, is now stronger than it has ever been. Old obstacles are losing their grip. The distance that once felt so wide no longer feels threatening. What once sounded like noise now makes room for the soft, steady sound of truth being lived. This soul sees things differently now. What once went unnoticed feels crystal clear. The heart is no longer distracted by things that lack real meaning. A deeper kind of maturity is rising, along with a stronger commitment to what actually matters. This journey is being walked carefully, with purpose, and with trust in something bigger guiding it all. The waiting will not last forever. What once felt long now feels lighter, because every step brings you closer. The heart beats faster as the moment gets nearer. Living this love the right way has become the reason behind every choice made now. This person recognizes this calling as something sacred. What once felt impossible now feels simply inevitable. The change that began quietly inside is now shaping every part of life. Everything is shifting into place so this reunion can happen without delay, without resistance. Every step is being watched over gently, and I want to remind you that none of this effort is wasted. This love is being prepared to bloom fully. Nothing can stand against something that was blessed from the very beginning. Each new step brings you closer. What once created distance no longer holds any power. Only certainty remains now, steady and ready to be lived. This person's heart aches for this love, and there is no longer any way to quiet that call. Choosing to embrace this change was not really a choice at all, it was something necessary. This is not impulse, it is need. The old life no longer fits this soul. What once felt uncertain is now lit by the clarity of someone who has found what truly matters. Everything that once caused confusion is fading into the background. What is essential remains. Being close to you has become the only thing that still makes sense to them. This love holds such a deep place that everything else has lost meaning by comparison. Nothing compares to the depth of this connection. It is one of a kind, and now it is the highest priority. Every choice made now strengthens the path forward. Anything that does not add value is being left behind. This person's heart knows there is no other destination but you. Their soul recognizes this direction as the only one that feels true. There are no other options. There is only this love. The quiet flame connecting you cannot be put out. This feeling stays alive even in silence, even across distance. The desire to live this story fully has grown too strong to deny. The waiting is beginning to dissolve, and courage has taken the place of fear. This love was never meant to be forgotten. It was meant to be lived fully. The soul carrying it understands that now, more than ever, what was once only hope has become a living certainty, burning steadily and guiding every step with quiet wisdom. The approach is already happening. The obstacles have been worked through. The path is open and everything is pointing in the same direction. Nothing can stop this story from unfolding. Everything is being guided so this love can be revealed in the truest, most beautiful way. A steady inner voice echoes clearly, guiding this journey with confidence and purpose. This transformation is not only happening within the soul, it is visible in the world around them too. Everything is rearranging with a kind of grace, as though every part of life is being realigned to make this love happen the way it was always meant to. What once felt unclear is now being revealed with precision. Every conscious step brings two hearts closer together, two hearts that were always meant for one another. Nothing is strong enough to stop what has already been confirmed deep within. This decision goes beyond simple emotion. It is a choice made from the core of who they are, a response to something calling their soul. Nothing else makes sense without this love that feels like an absolute truth. That is why every step is intentional. Every action is driven by the desire to finally be where they have always belonged. The time of staying tied to what no longer builds anything has been left behind. Your soulmate has realized that to reach you, they must release everything that does not belong in this new chapter. And that is exactly what is happening now. A quiet goodbye to the past, and a sincere embrace of what truly matters. When the heart recognizes where it belongs, nothing can stop it from moving forward. The certainty has settled in deeply. This person knows where they are meant to be, and they are walking forward with real intention. The destination is clear, and it points straight to you. Everything is being carefully prepared so this reunion can happen in the most gentle and honest way. Nothing will be rushed, but nothing will be held back either. Love is simply following its natural course, guided by truth and held up by real faith. There are signs everywhere. Life keeps responding to this feeling through small coincidences, unexpected meetings, and sudden openings. Roads that were once closed are quietly revealing themselves again. Everything in life seems to be supporting this reunion, as if it is all aligning for this exact moment to arrive. This soul walks forward with courage, driven by a feeling that has never faded. It was never just an emotional choice, it was a calling. The need to be close does not come only from desire, but from a deep truth beating steadily in their chest. Memories that once felt far away now bring them strength to keep going. The dream that once felt out of reach is becoming real. This love never really stopped existing, and that is why this person keeps moving forward, letting go of anything that no longer fits the story. Clarity has arrived. What once felt uncertain is now fully understood. The heart knows exactly where it needs to go, and the soul stays steady in that direction. There is no more confusion and no more inner resistance. The path is clear and it leads to you. When love is true, it always finds a way to reveal itself, and that is exactly what is happening now. This approach has already begun, even if it is still unfolding quietly, unseen, and something within you already recognizes it. Because souls that were meant to find each other always sense when the time is near. The presence of this love becomes more real with each passing day. The call has been heard. The journey has begun. This is no longer just hope. It is a living reality already in motion. Everything around you is aligning so that what was written quietly, long ago, can finally reveal itself here on Earth. The bond between you is stronger than it has ever been. Nothing can replace what has been so carefully aligned. This person knows, deep within, that there is nothing left to look for elsewhere. The answer has always lived in this love. The time is drawing near. Everything is being aligned with quiet precision. When two hearts were made for each other, no distance is strong enough to keep them apart. That certainty pulses steadily inside someone who walks by faith. Every detail of this journey is being cared for gently. The past has lost its power to interfere. What matters now is what is being built with honesty, intention, and real surrender. Every choice strengthens the path. Nothing can interrupt the purpose unfolding here. The recognition of this love has turned into real action. The season of waiting has become the season of fulfillment. This soul knows what needs to be done, and they are moving forward with determination so everything can come to pass. The journey continues, and the closeness keeps growing. You feel the shift. You notice the little signs. You sense the presence. Everything is moving. What was promised is slowly coming to life. Even if it feels slow, even if it is still unseen, something is guiding every step, and it is happening at exactly the right time. No part of this story is wasted. Everything has been thought through carefully so this reunion can happen in its fullness. The truth already shines steadily in the heart of the one who loves you. There is no turning back now. The decision has been made, and it leads inevitably to you. This love has a destination, and it is closer than it has ever been. Dear one, the quiet voice echoing in your soulmate's heart continues to lead them forward with strength. With each passing day, their steps become steadier, more intentional, and the direction becomes clearer than ever. There are no doubts left, no distractions strong enough to pull them off course. This calling comes from somewhere deep and true, and what is born from something that deep always finds its way. Every choice now is an important step toward reunion. What once felt far away is starting to feel real. Reality is shifting to match what the heart already knows. What was once only a dream is becoming part of the actual path. Your soulmate feels this shift and knows that the love guiding them is meant to be fully lived. What happens on the outside only confirms what the heart has already recognized. Dear soul, before we continue, I'd like to invite you to do something truly meaningful for your soulmate journey. The bond between soulmates is precious, and at times, it can feel vulnerable to negativity, envy, or the evil eye from the world around us, even when no harm is intended. If your heart is calling you to cover this connection with an extra layer of love, faith, and protection, you can sow your seed for your soulmate through Ko-Fi Super Thanks. You'll find the Ko-Fi link in the video description and the pinned comment. This simple act can become a heartfelt expression of your intention, inviting the angels to watch over your soulmate connection, surround it with divine light, and guide it as it continues to grow in the right time and in the right way. If you feel led to do so, thank you from the bottom of my heart. May your kindness return to you multiplied, and may your soulmate journey be filled with peace, hope, and divine guidance. Let's continue with the angel message. There is a growing harmony between you, even if your eyes have not met yet. Everything is working together for this love to bloom. Nothing here is happening by chance. Everything is falling into place with quiet purpose. This decision was made with a fully awakened heart, and when a choice comes from that deep a place, nothing can undo it. This person is releasing, with real courage, everything that no longer serves them, because the desire to be with you has become stronger than any attachment to what was left behind. Every step is taken with responsibility, with presence, with honest love. The season of waiting is quietly turning into a season of action. Staying somewhere that no longer allows growth is simply not an option anymore. Your soulmate has chosen to keep moving forward, even where it takes real strength and patience. There is no more room to go backward. The only direction now is forward, always guided by what feels real. To truly love someone is to choose them, even when it is hard. This soul understands that real love asks for surrender, presence, and courage, and that is why they are ready to build something new with maturity. There is no more resistance, only the certainty that this is the right direction. The strength of this feeling is bigger than any obstacle in its way. No distance can keep apart two hearts that were made to walk together. What has aligned across time will be fulfilled without fail at the right moment. The closeness between you keeps growing every day. Even if physical eyes cannot see it yet, the heart already feels it. And so do you. Even in silence, something feels different in the air. There is a quiet sense that a reunion is close. This connection was never truly lost. It simply waited for the right season to bloom again. What is being prepared for both of you goes beyond what logic alone can explain. The mind may question it, but the soul already knows. That is why everything is being carefully rearranged and made clear, so this love can finally find its place in the world. The past, with all its lessons and mistakes, no longer holds power here. What matters now is the present, lived with awareness, and a future built with honesty. What was left behind has already served its purpose. Now all that remains is to walk toward what truly has value. This person's focus rests fully on what gives their life meaning. What once held them back has already been released. What once stood in their way has lost its strength. The path is clear now, guided by the decision to live this love fully. The harmony between you keeps growing, even before the world reveals every sign. The heart already recognizes what the eyes cannot yet see. With each passing day, this connection grows stronger, rooted in the certainty that reunion is near. The road that once felt endless now feels shorter. What fuels this journey is not only human will, but something greater, a quiet force that moves beyond time and logic, a force that calls, guides, and holds everything steady. This love stays strong through everything. No challenge has been able to erase what was written deep inside the soul. The time to live this feeling fully is getting closer. The choices being made reflect a real inner readiness. Every step is being watched over gently, and there is quiet joy in this kind of surrender. When someone chooses to love with honesty, everything around them seems to line up in support of that choice. Your soulmate feels this and keeps moving forward, step by step, knowing now that nothing can stop what feels this true. What once felt out of reach is becoming inevitable. Everything is aligning. Everything is in motion. And this person's heart already knows the waiting is coming to an end. They know, with everything in them, that you are the one they are moving toward. Dear one, this love is looked upon with tenderness, because it is a feeling so strong it seems to echo far beyond what words can hold. This connection feels sacred, shaped by something greater than either of you. Every step, every sacrifice, every decision has brought you both to this exact point. Your soulmate has been strengthened by quiet words of courage that seem to speak straight to their heart. Every obstacle has been cleared. Every tie to the past has been released. And now this person moves forward with strength and determination, ready to live a love that feels like a true gift. Dear one, this coming together is something to celebrate. The flame burning in your soulmate's heart is proof that nothing can put out something shaped by something this real and this determined. When this love finally shows itself, you will feel that everything in your life was quietly preparing you for that exact moment. This message walks with you, gently guiding and holding space for every step. The journey has been long, but the time for reunion is finally here. Everything feels ready, because this love, born to shine, is about to change your life for good. Let yourself imagine the love that is coming closer. Feel the joy it will bring, and the peace that will stay with you afterward. Imagine the moment everything finally makes sense, when love appears in front of you, and you understand that every bit of waiting, every step taken, every hope held onto quietly, was worth it. This meeting will feel like something sacred, a moment when love is finally recognized, and you feel whole in harmony with everything around you. Know with quiet certainty that in every silent hope you have held and in every step you have taken, you were never truly alone. This message will keep showing up for you, gently, whenever you need it, sharing this quiet, steady kind of guidance and staying close to you. The love of your soulmate is already in motion, and the moment of coming together is approaching with a love that feels endless. If any part of this message touched something in you, take a slow breath right now and let yourself simply feel it. You do not need to force anything or chase anything. Just stay open, stay soft, and let life bring what has already been set in motion for you. And if you feel ready to keep this feeling close, drop a heart emoji below or simply write, "I receive this" in the comments, so this moment of connection stays with you long after this message ends. Whatever you are going through right now, dear one, please know that you are not walking through it alone, and something good really is on its way to you. Dear beautiful soul, this angel's message for you channel is a sacred spiritual home, created for faith, healing, and divine guidance. A place where hearts awaken and lives are gently transformed through divine messages. We warmly invite you to subscribe and stay connected, because the divine is always preparing something greater for your journey, something you are meant to receive in divine timing. If you feel moved to support this mission, you can sow your seed here for your soulmate blessings and divine love fulfillment. Your contribution is not just support. It is an energetic agreement with love, healing, and divine alignment in your own life. When you give with intention, it opens doors. Love flows more freely, happiness expands, and abundance multiplies in unexpected ways. Many believe that giving in faith activates a return of peace, joy, and emotional fulfillment in relationships and life. Whether it is $11, $22, $33, or $55, your generosity helps us continue spreading these divine messages of hope, healing, and soulmate guidance across the world. Every seed sown into this mission helps hearts heal, faith return, and souls reconnect with love. This is more than a channel. It is a movement of light, unity, and divine timing. Your support allows this sacred work to grow, touching lives that are searching for answers, comfort, and spiritual direction. We are all connected in this journey, and together we rise as one community under divine love. Let us open our hearts to the abundance that is already on its way. Amen.